Hello world, good morning, good afternoon. Welcome back to Robothought Zero to Hero series Python machine learning on the edge using Jetson Nano. Alright guys, we are on lesson number 39, default X points for data plotting. What is the default X points? So basically guys, the way MatPlotLib works, right? If we do not specify the points in x-axis, they will get the default values as 0. Alright, you need to remember that. In all the previous few lessons I showed you x points and y points and kind of thing, we are defining it, right? So basically this will also depend on the length of the y points, so you need to define it. So if we take the same example and then leave out the x points alone, then you get only the y points. So that is the way you need to create a separate tag in your Python code to specifically define that this is a x point or a y point. So that is what is called default x points, right? So unless until I show you with an example live, you will be little confused. So let me show you how it works. So let me open up my IDE, the Visual Studio IDE on my Jetson Nano, and I am ready to code. I hope you guys are ready too. Let's import our MatPlotLib, and I will select from the drop down. Okay, dot pyplot as plt and space and enter, and now let's import our numpy as np space enter, and then now let us define or specifically tell Python that this is y point. Okay, y points equals, now let's create a numpy array np dot array. And how do we create? With a curly bracket and a square bracket. Say let's give some array value randomly, say 3, 8, 1, 10, 5, 7. Alright, you can give any value guys. So, and now let us plot. How do we plot? Say plot plt dot plot is the function, and now again you need to say y points. Okay, y points. Now let us show this plt dot show and close the function. Now guys, in this particular example the x points is just 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 because it takes the default, whereas in y point we are specifically saying it has to be 3, 8, 1, 10, 5, 7, right? So that is the way you play around with x, the x value, which is a default value, and the default value is going to be from 0 to n number. So let's run this program and see what happens. Let me just right click, run Python file in terminal. And there you go, that is my friend plot, which was just hiding behind the IDE. Let me just try to make it a little bigger. There you go, and you can see your, we never gave an input of x value, but it has taken 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the y value you can see 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Within that the plots, can you see the 3 and the 7 and then again the 2, the values which you put in your Python code. That is how this particular method works guys. So this is very useful when you want to scatter along with some data value at some point in some of the rows, whereas you want to ignore some other value, rest of the unknown or maybe unwanted value, and at the same time x value you can leave it as default. This is very useful function, and you can try to play around with this. Alright guys, that's it for this short lesson, and I am going to be back soon with many more such lessons very soon. Bye bye until then.